They adjust it. That's the word I'm looking for. Like, they play with it, because it's like, I always wondered what they meant by that.
They don't play with it. They control it.
Yeah, controlling the narrative, yes.
Yes.
Because a trad wife is not a Nara Smith, okay? Trad wives worked in fucking factories and took care of the children and kept the money in the house while the men died on the field. You know? That's just what they did. So
yeah, some of them even married each other.
Yeah, yep. I'm just wondering, like, what are they talking about when they're pursuing other countries like Thailand or the Caribbean?
The real chat is what's the real world woman?
Mm-hmm.
Harriet Tubman, was it?
Oh, yeah. They that was trad wife, right? They want that apparently. Yeah. No, I don't know. Like, the men are making it seem like, I don't know if they're actually doing this for the men or if the men are just trying to make the women in America jealous. I really don't see like where the discourse is here. I'm trying to understand it, but it's so nuanced. It literally is hard for me personally, like as a logical person.
They don't have.
Yeah. Well, and then my thing is, like, me as a woman, I'm looking at our women, like, why are y'all mad? These are the sleazeballs that you're already rejecting and saying no to anyway. Why are you mad that they're going and finding what they need as a man in other countries? Let Bon Kui in Africa take care of him. Let fucking Hong Shi and fucking wherever the fuck take care of him. Who cares? Like, I'm just wondering why we mad. Like, you know, I never understood people getting mad at others for finding happiness somewhere else.
You had that New York accent. Who cares? Like,
who cares? Cause for real, it shouldn't matter. It really shouldn't. Like I know that at first Jamie's parents didn't understand our relationship. Like, they used to judge him hella, you know, and they probably still did even after the fact that we split. But he was considered a passport bro because he got tired of the UK women and found himself a cute Latino over here, you know? Like, it happens. But it's like, and it didn't work out, but that doesn't mean that, like, that's a failed attempt. It just shows that, because he's even told me, like, it makes you grow as a person, right? If you're not finding what you need here, some of those women might be showing those men a softer side to themselves that they never knew they had. You know? Yeah. Maybe they're showing them new experiences in life. How to fish. How to fucking, I don't know, make a fucking sweater. Who knows? How to cook. Like,
I was gonna say, I think it does fall something like that too. You have to play that part in effect too, because there's a thing, exotic beauty.
Yes.
It's literally a thing, because, like, you know, you're used to seeing this common standard look wherever you're from, right? Yeah. And that's why a lot of, like, you know, like, if you go to other countries, like, they see Americans as, like, this exotic kind of like thing too.
They love us.
Especially if you go over to, like, Japan or things like that. Like, a black man in Japan, oh my gosh,
they love that shit.
Yeah, they eat that shit up, and it's the same. It's like kind of like on reverse for that too. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, them Japanese girls that be dressing in that hip hop attire, I'm like, ooh, they're cute.
Right, like, everybody has different like wants and like different attractions
and appreciation,
and stuff like that, right?
Cultural appreciation,
and appreciate a culture. Yeah, that too. You have to take that into account too. Like, I mean. I love the Japanese culture and everything. I definitely want to go visit there one day.
Me too.
Granted, I don't know if I would want to move there. I'd have to visit there first to see.
Same. I'd want to visit.
But from everything that I've seen, like, even the good and the bad, I'm like, man, this is still, like, really cool. Like, it's that kind of, like, cultural appreciation that I have. Like, I would love to go, even if it was like a year or two only kind of thing. I would love to live in Japan.
Yeah.
I don't know. You gotta.
It's so many levels.
Like, I get a lot of the sides of it too, because honestly, this isn't the common man that's doing this too.
Oh yeah.
As far as like what you were referencing earlier.
Can you describe?
Have money.
Describe what he looks like.
How many men have money to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go. You know, just on a every weekend, I'm gonna go over to like Bali or something.
Bali,
right? Like,
yeah. These are men in their 50s and 60s, guys, using their retirement. So I'm looking at the women who are mad, like, girl, you mad because fucking old George is in Bali getting his dick sucked by some woman who's like in her 40s, but she looked like she in her young 20s? Like, why you mad? Her titties ain't sagging. Yours is. Like,
it's because their money isn't going to their pocket.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. You're right. Ray's made a very good point.
Sugar daddy.
Sugar daddy. Thank you. Justin said there's a certain kind of male that's going over there, and you just said that, and that's what I was thinking of. Like, that's the type that's going over there.
Okay.
Sugar daddies. Listen, I've had my share with that shit. I don't want that.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Because I mean, back to the mail order brides thing. That's been a thing since the turn of the 19th century. That's been going on for years.
Yeah.
New news. Like as of 22, there were an estimated 150K mail order brides worldwide. And that's according to the U.S. Immigration and Naturalization Service.
Yeah.
Now, when you decide, let's just ignore all the possibilities and go straight for, I just want a woman that's going to be, the woman's woman and, just do what I say because that's my manifest destiny type shit. All right, well, that's fine. If that's what you want to do, you want to go to another country and find a woman who you think is the ideal wife, cool. But also know that there are key downsides of marrying outside of your country. Things like cultural differences, language barriers. Because God forbid if you're not willing to reconcile with a woman that's on the same country as you, God forbid you be learning to learn another language. Family dynamics are not always the same. Immigration complexities, all the fucking paperwork it's going to take for you to bring them back over here. Yeah, that's not fun either. That'll definitely be a hurdle for you.
Exactly.
Things all like that. And all your whole life marrying somebody whose customs, discriminations, financial burdens, all of their everything is going to turn your life upside down. So if that's what you want to deal with, just to be, to feel like a man again, go for it. I would love to see that happen right across the street. Yeah. When you disrespect a crazy Latina woman and you're like some 60-year-old white dude.
Oh my God. Hi.
Yeah. That's how like one false move, one sentence is going to cost you your whole retirement savings. She'll burn your house to the ground.
What? He going to be the next case of Lorena Bobbitt. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
And she won't run either. She'll watch it. She'll stand out front.
With a smile on her face. You waited smiling for this. Good job.
I just to wrap that part of it up, I thought I'd give you that bit of information just because I thought it was silly. Because even Blobby and I were talking about this yesterday. I'm like, we both at the same time were like, yo, didn't the women just finish doing this? Like, I'm pretty sure TikTok in 2022 was all the women being like, this year is my year. I'm finding my romance in Italy. I'm living my best life in Greece. Like, okay, why can't the men do that? Why are we allowed to do that and the men can't? Like, hello? It's weird. Everybody deserves to have their person, even the weirdos with the mayonnaise hair. If they want to find another Mrs. Mayonnaise hair, let them do it.
Mayonnaise hair.
In the words of Blobby, mayonnaise hair.
No, Blobby.
They just
I'm never gonna see it the same now.
Justin just learned about the mayonnaise hair.
Oh.
Like, you don't even need to explain. I know exactly what you're
He called the player that. Oh my God.
Just
disgusting.
Disgusting.
Okay, now we're getting into the serious.
That's a lot of mayonnaise.
Listen.
That's a lot of white.
All the economy means are mayonnaise hair. All right, so we're getting into our two important kind of, less funny or more on the serious side of things. So the plane crash. This was something that we've kind of talked about all week, but I wanted to break it down for real because that plane crash is very suspicious. But at the same time, there was a lot of people saying, well, it was a training exercise and all this other stuff.
I have a question. Which plane crash are we talking about?
With the helicopter?
Oh, okay, because there were two plane crashes that happened this week.
The river or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not talking about
there was a medical plane that crashed into a mall.
Yeah, no, I wasn't talking about that one. More so the really.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah. This is the one that I've been talking about that we've been following all week because at first they said they were finding bodies and then they said they found none. And all of the articles have a different story. So that's why I'm sussed out about the story because I'm like all of them say something different. When it first got announced, when did this first happen? Wasn't it Thursday or Friday?
I think it was Wednesday. Wednesday or Tuesday. It was either Tuesday or Wednesday.
I think it was like Tuesday, Wednesday. I remember it happened sometime midweek.
It was midweek, yes. It had to be because I remember I was following it all week. Yeah.
I want to say either Wednesday. No, I think it was Wednesday because Thursday was the plane crash into the mall.
Oh, okay.
Into the mall?
Yeah. Well, there was a plane crash in Philadelphia that crashed into a.
Here's the clip. I haven't seen the clip yet. I hope it's like not
that one.
It's not the best quality. I need to find.
Like not surprised anymore that there's crashes.
Yeah. So it says, as federal officials continue investigating what caused the deadly air crash in almost a quarter century, understanding what happened inside the Army Black Hawk helicopter and exactly what altitude was it flying at, because that was a big question a lot of people were asking, was what altitude, because a Black Hawk, if you didn't know, they're meant for stealth, both the helicopter and jet, but people were confusing and misreporting when this first came out. People were misreporting, saying it was a Black Hawk jet fighter. And I'm like, or a fighter jet. And I'm like, no, it was a helicopter. Either way, they both have the ability to be stealth. My question is, anytime they're doing training exercises, isn't there an ability to implement like a no-fly zone or a temporary no-fly zone? Why was this colliding with a commercial airplane is my question. And I believe it was American Airlines. I'm not sure.
Oh, is that what actually happened? It collided?
It collided. In the clip, I want to find the clip because let me see if I can find the clip. The clip shows the helicopter behind the airplane.
I thought it was like a malfunction thing and it just went down itself. Oh shit.
Let me see if I can find the clip.
No, one was like 6 people. The other one was like 76, I think.
There's 64 in the plane. I don't know how many were. Okay, here's the clip. Here's the clip.
Minecraft inventory amount.
Why is this like this? I don't want it to look like that. Why does it look like it's hovering? If I make it big screen, it does that. Okay. So, you see the Black Hawk? It flew straight into the plane. Yo, like, did you see that? Like, what the fuck? It flew directly into the plane, bro. The Black Hawk has no lights or barely any lights. All them lights is the plane. The right side is the plane. The left side is the helicopter. Y'all tell me if that... I'm sorry.
Dude, even in the video right there was...
You can see it.
Maybe I don't know, but... There's plenty of time to at least try to change the
Plenty of time.
Like they were even trying.
It did not look like they tried. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this again without it looking.
And like the plane itself is very well lit up. Like it's not like that thing's coming out of nowhere in stealth mode.
I'm no pilot, but like literally, you had
look at the time
to pull the helicopter.
Now, granted, this is a slowed down video.
Pull it up, put it down.
You fair. But you just hovered.
If that's slowed down, then
it's slowed down, but he's descending. My thing is, you couldn't go left or right. Go in the water. Like I'm just saying, I don't know, man.
Well, my thing, that plane is not lit up, or that plane is lit up. It's not in stealth mode like the other one. Like, how are you?
My mom was the one who told me about this, and she saw the clip before me. She's like, she told me, Allie, before you talk about it on your stream, please watch the clip with them, because she was like, the clip shows you, like, it just shows you, and it does. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of commentary about what happened. Oh, there's dash cam footage.
There's something going on.
Damn, look, dash cam footage. Somebody was driving to the airport. Look, that's, wow. That's crazy. Imagine you're driving to the airport. I would turn the right around. I'd be like, hell no.
Right.
But like, fuck that, guys. Flight's canceled. Yo, that's crazy though. So my whole thing about this whole thing, my whole thing about this, what do y'all think? Like, is it an accident? Like, I think allegedly something happened. Like, they're trying to cover up a rookie's mistake, I think. If they were training, like some people said.
Yeah, they're training.
And if it is a training exercise, there should be some kind of like shit. I don't take over. Like,
yeah. Should have been like a pro with them or something.
I don't know. At least in the movies, there's that. I don't know if it is real life.
At least, you know.
Are we able to fact check that? Training. Wait, hold on. Black Hawk.
Sources had said it was training, and therefore it was training. It was a mistake, an accident that led to casualty.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, there's something off in that, because, yeah, like you were saying earlier, if they're, like, doing it in training, they should be doing it in a no-fly zone, so that there's not the possibility of that happening.
Just have, like, outdated technology, which makes it harder to do things.
American Airlines is the commercial flight that was crashed into. I like how they say American Airlines flight involved in the deadly collision. this CNN pisses me off for this reason. You realize that this first sentence is so misleading? The American Airlines flight involved in the deadly collision with a Black Hawk. I feel like that needs to be flip-flopped. I don't know. Do you? Because it's not the word involved. It's just like the context of how that's written. And you know CNN loves to do this. This is fucking Donald Trump's favorite fucking news outlet. They love to flip-flop things. This simple sentence needs to be flip-flopped because it was more like the Black Hawk was involved. When you say involved, it makes it sound like it's a crime, right? And it makes it seem like American Airlines did it. Like, no. If you watch the clip, it's very much the helicopter flying into the goddamn plane. I'm trying to see if they can confirm or deny what was going on that day. So it says...
Always deny.
Yeah. Seemed to increase its pitch just before the impact. Preliminary data from the data recovered from the plane shows at one point, very close to the impact, there was a slight change in pitch. An increase in pitch. Something that we have to get more detail. Something that we will have to get you more detail on. Ha! Yeah, we're never going to get that detail. Okay. The finding is one of the first piece of information. Investigate the disaster in which 67 people are thought to have been killed. The Black Hawk helicopter was training to evacuate government officials in the event of a catastrophe when the collision in the passenger jet occurred. I'm sorry, like you're saying a lot of words and nothing. Like I don't hear nothing.
Not that, hey, this is what it is, but we'll have to get more information on what that is to you later.
Yo.
That part gets me.
Why did I just read that out loud? It sounds as dumb as it did when I was reading it in my head. Like, hey guys, so this will happen, but like, we'll get back to you on that, okay, next week, for sure. Promise. I don't understand. This is very, very strange. I personally, when I first heard about it at the beginning of the week, I sighed really heavily, and I was just like, just tell us that you want to kill us. Like, stop lying about killing us off at this point, because our water, listen, I'm not trying to get a conspiracy on y'all, but our water quality shit, our air quality shit.
Yeah,
you know,
it's mostly due to, like, people.
Like, they're trying
there
without...
are already companies that pollute the water.
Yeah.
Purposely.
I believe it. I mean, look at our grocery stores every day that we've got to go out of our way to look and see if things are, you know, eligible enough for us to consume these days, because it's like, it's nowadays they're trying to kill us off silently without doing so openly, you know. Just like the LA fires, that shit was planned. The Hawaii fires was planned. This crash was planned. Half of Florida's hurricanes are planned. Like, I'm sorry.
Planning hurricanes.
Fuck that shit.
But there are patterns.
There are patterns, and they have been proof of them seeding the clouds before, and they have talked about it, and they've even declassified some information showing proof of that. So, I mean, it's nothing new. It's nothing that we haven't heard before. It's definitely something they've done before. I think the only documented one is it was a hurricane that ended up hitting either Georgia or South Carolina. I can't remember. 1947 was like there was a hurricane that they seeded to test something because it was out in the water, and they fucked up because whatever they seeded it with, whatever chemicals, it made it make a left turn, and it went directly to like the middle of America. Fucked everybody up. And they try to cover it up. And it's like, that's insane to me that they have the power to even do just that. You know? That's even scarier that they have the power to make some kind of change, whether it's a small fluctuation or a heavy, you know, big one. They can't predict it. That's even worse. You're telling me you have the ability to test some things, but you can't predict the outcome. That's insane. Like, that needs to be in a controlled environment. The same with, like, atom splitting. You know what I mean? Like, that needs to be done in an environment where there's trained, skilled individuals with management and procedures and protocols and such, you know?
The lab.
Yeah,
the
controlled
lab.
environment.
Yeah, controlled. Go ahead and do your air quotes there. They rushed to get the article out without having proper information. Yeah. A lot of those articles very much seem like that. Yeah. Because half those articles did not tell me anything. I mainly was going off the news report that was live the day it happened, and the footage too, because that was pretty intense. But yeah, to conclude that part of it, I definitely had my suspicions about it. It was just kind of like, why didn't no one turn? Like there was plenty of enough time for someone to do something. And if we're being realistic, the helicopter had more of a quicker response than an entire fucking jet. Like,
Yep.
But what do I know? I'm not a pilot.
Up, left, right, into water. Wait, does water...
There was water all around him.
Water's like high speeds cause it to like hit with such a velocity that just becomes a solid surface.
It's crazy. And then hold on, let me.
Or it's able to dive so quickly. I'm not sure.
Black.
Like black, or what it's called. We're going slow, it's soft. When you go like very fast, it's hard.
Alright, so the next one... The next one's not so much me covering anything, but it's us just kind of, for briefly covering remote jobs and job searching. So, there's this chick on YouTube that I've come across who's really been helping me with my job searching, and I really want to help you guys out with that by putting you onto her, because she helped me redo my resume, and, kind of like stay on top of like how to come up with your own interview questions to ask the interviewer. So I'm going to go ahead and put her thing in chat so you can check her out. But all of her content is just her doing the hard work, finding the good, high-paying remote jobs with little to no experience and posting them. Now, I didn't believe her at first, but then I started reading through her comments. And there's real people in her Discord, like, posting, like, proof that they've been working for these things. I'm talking about remote Chick-fil-A, Southwest, American Airlines, Cash App, Empower AI, Tinder. Like, she finds all of them. She also gives you like help with boosting your credit score and shit. So I've been like really enjoying her stuff. But with remote job searching, there were some things I wanted to cover with y'all because I currently myself am looking for work remote, and there are some things I want to stay away from. Let me see if I can pull this up without fucking doxing myself. Let's see. Let's go on Indeed real quick. I like how my old job's hiring. Well, okay, so I took that off so you guys can see. I had to take off my address from there, but so I put my thing to Florida. But when you're on Indeed, you can actually click remote and select the jobs that are specifically remote. Sometimes you can actually go in and let me actually do it just so you can see the example. Hold on. Change it to remote. When it asks for your city, state, zip code, you can literally type remote and it should pop up jobs that are in, well, not in anything, but like remote. So up here in the search bar, because this is something I didn't know. I had just figured this out, I think, last year. You can put your city or state, or you can put remote. You can come down here and also select remote. And that way, your jobs that you're looking at are strictly remote. Sometimes they try to get you with the hybrids. So I highly recommend reading through some of the job, details, especially the benefits and stuff. I always go to the very bottom just to see, because sometimes, like work location, remote. That's what you want to look for right there. Because a lot of times they try to be slick and they'll put all this stuff about it being remote. And then on the very bottom there, it'll say hybrid. Or it'll give you an address to a location. So just so you know, that's how you make sure all of the stuff you're looking for, you see remote. Now, I do get discouraged because sometimes it'll say remote, like right here, remote in Syracuse, New York. I still apply for those jobs, but 9 times out of 10, if it says that, it's because that's a remote job that's meant for that area. Sometimes it's only by area, and so you just have to be mindful of that. I was looking for remote jobs the other day. Apparently, scaffolding jobs are remote because you need your own car to drive to the building site. What? That's so funny to me. What?
When you started saying that, I was like, huh? How?
I was reading it, and I'm like, wait.
So how are you gonna do that remote? Oh.
I was like, that ain't remote, bro. Boomer dumb. Owners? Yeah. No, the boomers are the ones who post that shit. Another location, if you didn't realize, because sometimes, again, to avoid those false jobs, those really fake postings, Under location, you can put remote, and it'll only show you all of the 100% remote jobs. Now, I'm not gonna lie, for me personally, I like to do no experience, entry level. But see, the problem that I have with that, you do that, and then all of a sudden you get these jobs that like require a license. So you have to be careful with that. Indeed is very funny, and I feel like I should probably do a video explaining like how to really use it, because I have spent a lot of time recently, not just with Indeed, but like Glassdoor and all those other ones, just like tweaking my resume and tweaking my search. It's kind of like when you Google, right? When you Google search, there's a certain way you have to search to find what you're looking for, and I feel like with remote jobs, there is a certain way to look for them. I'll tell you right now, the best, let me get a notepad out. The best industries per se to look for remote jobs would be like anything tech related, retail, gaming, if you can. Food industry even has, believe it or not, hospitality, which I'm gonna put a star near this one because usually if it's hospitality, it's commission based. So just keep that in mind. Same with retail. I'm gonna actually put that too. Because if you're like me and you don't like to upsell stuff, just know that those two industries will probably be commission based. But these are like the top 5 usually that I look for when I'm trying to find certain work. Let's see if we can play around with this a bit. So let's search part-time. Oh shit. Hold on, I fucked it up. Why did it just delete it when I had remote there? What the hell? Alright, I'm gonna search that and see what comes up. So 23,000 jobs popped up when I used part-time, remote. Now pay attention to that number. I'm gonna fuck with it a little bit. Ooh, ChatGPT can help your resume sound more professional if you struggle to make a resume of your own, or don't know, or don't have a lot of experience but want to sound good. That is a good point. I like to use ChatGPT for my descriptions, like on my Shopify back when I used to have a store, because it would go ahead and just fill that up for me. Same with my, I have 2 resumes. I have my regular one and then my creator resume, which if you are a creator, highly recommend, by the way, you make yourself a creator resume because brands look at that when offering deals. So definitely do that. I was going to say, I think that's what Jazzy Mac does with the resumes that I mentioned earlier. She provides like a template that was made with ChatGPT, but she puts the buzzwords in it. So she'll actually take the time to look up the buzzwords and like look up if they're putting your resume through an AI generator or something to like, scan it and shit, and you automatically get declined. She looks for the buzzwords that they're looking for to kind of help us figure it out when we're looking for work. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, since you're mentioning that, a lot of companies usually have like pillars or principles or whatever they use that they kind of like, these are like their core things they want to have as the company. So looking into the company, like doing research into the company itself, I think will help you in that process too, because it'll tell you different things, that they're kind of envisioning for that company too, such as, I don't know, maybe like we operate at depth or something like that.
Yeah.
Talking about guidelines, Justin.
Using ChatGPT was not good.
Yeah, kind of like that.
The guidelines
If they use
of
AI,
the
it's gonna
company's
detect
fucking model.
people are gonna
Oh
read
no!
it,
Don't just copy and paste from
mistakes.
ChatGPT. Of course, like make it your own.
Yeah,
but, like it can help you sound better. Like instead of just saying like, "Oh, I work well with others," it can make you sound a lot better.
Yeah, because there's some people who don't know how to like. I get
don't
what you're
just
saying.
Copy and paste.
Okay,
that part 100%. Don't just copy and paste your entire resume
that's
for
just
that. That's going to be detected for
plagiarism.
sure.
Yeah. You have
and that,
to.
yeah, at that point too.
It's to help you get insight, I think, is what Justin's trying to say.
Yeah,
like,
just take like a couple of lines, like,
yeah.
oh, that sounds a lot better being said. Instead of I just work well with team, I'm able to work in a competitive environment amongst multiple members while still being productive at my job role or something like that. Like, take that little bit of it or something, right?
And if it's
it
that
sounds
serious,
better.
find a template.
Things like that. Like 1 page at least.
Yeah.
Or, no, that's a maximum, a page.
Huh?
I've had many professionals tell me I only have a page is good, 2 pages is not.
Yeah, no, for your resume. Yeah, back in the day, they used to want you to have multiple pages. Now 1, that's it.
Yes.
Oh yeah. No more than like 5 to 10 years of your experience, your recent experience. All they need is your recent experience. They don't need to know every single job you've ever had. Right?
Yeah, I used to think that when I was a teenager.
Keep it within the last, what is it? I think it's the last 3 to 5, depending on how much time you spent at each. Like for myself, I would probably only put my last 2 jobs because that right there is almost 10 years worth of experience. I hate getting new jobs, so I stay at my jobs.
Yeah.
7 years and 4 years. So yeah, 11 years. So I already have over 10 years experience just with the 2. So yeah, don't go over, and like I would not put anything past that because at that point it's just what. That's too long ago. There's no point.
If you don't have job experience, you need to know how to make yourself sound good. For example, one thing I learned how to do, especially before I started working so much, when I was still very young and I only worked at like fast food, if you yourself have passions, for example, me, I'm a creator, right? I love to edit videos. I like to draw. I like to write. I have a website. Obviously, if it's appropriate, share your projects because some of those things can be considered experience in regards to, let's say, someone who has never had that experience but has worked for years in this. They might choose you over that person because you know more about that specific thing or that passion project or whatever. Same with coding. Like, all of that stuff counts. I used to think it didn't, but my dad was actually the one to point that out to me. He's like, listen, you're a streamer. You could literally put down you have tech experience because to run a stream, if you think about it, you've got to have experience in tech. You got to understand how that works. You know, you've got to be knowledgeable about design, customization, optimization, things of that nature.
Project management experience is huge, especially if you're trying to get into a remote job. Yes. A lot of companies are like, they fully took on the remote job within the last 5 years. Like, the business world has not been this remote ever. No. So the fact that like there's a lot of these companies are still learning to be a remote company kind of thing, right? So having that project management, because they're running a lot of projects to see if they work, see if they don't work, how can we get feedback, how can we improve on those. So if you're able to, you know, kind of highlight some of those aspects that you've worked on projects. Hey, I realized this didn't work out, so I made a pivot and a change, and now here's my result, and this has been good going forward or something, right? Like project management, showing off how to do that is huge in remote jobs.
And it's like I said, it doesn't have to be anything big. It could literally be, let's say you decided to, I don't know, let's say Epic Games came out with, which I think they did, a RPG in a box. It's like it's for you to create your own RPG game. It gives you everything, like all the tools for you to literally make your own story, characters, etc. Like you design the entire thing. It's very, very extensive. I've yet to touch it. I've opened it like once and it got overwhelmed because there were so many settings. But like, let's say if I were to make a game off that would be considered experience with game design. I could apply now for, not saying, you know, top position at that job, but like an entry level position and show that as my experience. Like, you know, I never had somebody to sit me down and tell me, yo, this is what you need to do to secure that job. Or, hey, you're going about this the wrong way. Sometimes we think we're going about things just fine until someone shows us a better way to do things, you know? And I feel like for right now, for everybody, whether you have a full-time, part-time, or you're unemployed, I feel like getting a remote job of some sort at any level, even if it's like $12 to $13 to $14 an hour, is better than nothing. You know? Like, I stay constantly trying to find something. And I mean, I hate to shout out this company because I didn't have the best experience, but maybe you guys might. Arise.com and liveops.com are 2 platform-based, almost kind of like Twitch where you stream, except you run a business or you work for a business, either way. But basically, it's a platforming service for contractors. So when you're working remotely, you're considered a contractor or IBO, independent business owner.
You should definitely get a driver's license.
Yeah. When you do this, when you work for Arise, you're your own business owner. So you get to pick and choose what industries you work for. And if it's not working out for you, you can literally leave and just like work for another industry. A lot of the training is free, but some of it's paid. So I would suggest like going on there and looking at it. But I liked it for the time being. I think back in 2019, I was making like 300 a week doing, work on there. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad, like it was just kind of like in between. The training was okay, but it is a lot of work. I feel like if you've never worked remote, it can get overwhelming very fast. But I think like for most people, especially us gamers that we're on computers 24/7, I think most of you could do it. So it's just a heads up. I feel like this was like a very short-lived kind of topic to talk about, but I thought it was interesting just because I myself have been looking for work remotely, and I have had some really great opportunities that I didn't get the chance to work for, and I had some really shitty ones that I dodged a bullet, and I was hoping to help other people dodge bullets. The main 5 things I'm gonna tell you guys to look forward, or not forward, but look for when you're applying to work remotely. Please read the actual company, like read their profile insights on Indeed, and then go to their actual website. Look for misspellings, right? Look for discrepancies, because it is so hard to find a legitimate remote job opportunity that's not a scam nowadays. So you have to be knowledgeable about what you're looking at. For me personally, I always check to see if the Indeed posting matches the actual website, because the same way that I almost got scammed on Zillow looking for an apartment when I was moving back down here from Maryland, it can still happen on Indeed. So you definitely want to be mindful when you're searching. Check first of all, this right here, I'm going to zoom in on this so you can see it. Never apply for any job that doesn't have the balls to tell you how much they're paying. This right here, pay information not provided, that's a no. That's a red motherfucking flag. You hear me?
I agree.
That's a big
Turn your fucking ass around and never apply to that company. Matter of fact, thumbs down that shit. Hell no. Never apply for jobs that aren't, like, what you mean pay information not provide? Why the fuck not? It's 2025. Like, hello? So yeah, no. Anytime you see that shit, don't even bother wasting your time.
A therapist makes that much?
Yeah.
Just kidding. It's probably like
Well, actually, you'd be surprised, you specifically, because I know you're going to school for that. I think you would be really good with like try out BetterHelp, or what's the other one?
Oh, BetterHelp. Do not use BetterHelp. Do not use BetterHelp.
I don't use it. I don't like it.
Do not use that. Do not use that. As someone that's studying psychology,
what's the one that's like it? There's one that's like
a
it.
Discord server.
BetterHelp was like another one, and I can't fucking forget the other one.
They don't have licenses.
I can't remember the other one, but there was one that was like BetterHelp but was better. I used it and I forgot what it was, but that one I feel like you'd be a good fit for. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
And also, if they had licenses, they would have to pay more, which would not be great for the company.
Is it Talkspace? I think it's Talkspace. Cost more.
And also, going to like the website itself isn't always great, since it might sometimes lie.
No, this is an article comparing the two.
So sometimes going in person is better for most people. So that's
fuck that shit. I don't know. I think it was Talkspace, but it was one that was provided through my job, and I was using it. It was alright, but anyway. I just feel like whenever you are looking for certain jobs, they do try to lie. They try to get you. Mm-hmm. Don't be like me, where I read through everything. I thought I knew what I was getting into, and then I get to the interview, and that was the interview I told you guys about that I had to walk out of because they lied about picking your hours. So anytime they say, choose your own hours, then you get into the interview, and they're like, all right, so this is gonna first come, first serve. When you hear first come, first serve, you leave. You leave, because if you wanted to sit there and play tit for tat for your hours, you could do that in your local fucking McDonald's. The fuck? Like, I don't, that's a personal thing for me, but I'm just saying to not waste your time. All of us are different, and we have our own shit going on in our lives, and I just feel like being mindful of, go ahead.
When they go like pick your own hours.
Mm-hmm.
If if I heard that, like I mean if they told me that, I would have went. I would have went
I definitely want to work in like
what
a Best
hours?
Buy.
What hours do you guys go by? Because the reason like
I'm good with
why
technology.
because the reason why is because that I don't know how many hours they have
Right.
people work.
Honestly,
Right.
Best Buy should start.
Well, he told me it was 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., but when you hear first come, first serve, they're basically just going, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He changed it. Like, I read 209s on the post, but when I got into the interview, he said, it's first come, first serve, and the hours are posted every Thursday at 5 p.m. I said, you mean to tell me that you expect me to sit by my phone and wait for 5 p.m. for the hours to be posted just for everybody to get the good hours first? That is stupid. I don't want to go through that every fucking week. And I've done that before back when I worked for Arise for Citrix, the company Citrix. I don't miss that. That was so stressful.
I would have went I would have went so what's the hours like like what you guys I was like what do you position hours
but if you think about it, even if he tells you, it wouldn't matter because you have to wait for it. It just sucks though because I'm speaking from experience. Like that was a real scenario I just gave you happened to me. I got up Thursday, 5 o'clock in the morning. For me, it was 5 in the morning. But I went on. All the good hours were taken. And when you work for a company like that, yeah, you're your own boss, but you're a contractor. You feel me? So you still are expected to work 20 to 30 hours a week. So if they took all the hours and now there's only 4 hours left, what you supposed to do? Then you lose your job. So it's like, it kind of sucks because it's a trade-off, you know? There's a lot of trade-off when you're working remote. And if you never have, I would highly recommend talking to someone who has, watch a video or do some research because it's not as easy as everybody makes it out to be, which is why I wanted to talk about it because I think I see people online and even in my Discord talk about it, those that work it currently or have or want to, and everybody's kind of got a different point of view about it. And I think too many people look at remote and think, oh, that's the easier option. It's not always the case. Sometimes you deal with shit that you never would have dealt with in a regular job, you know?
Working remote, I get all the coffee to myself.
Hey, facts. Nah, that's the one pro. That's funny. I just want to sit on my ass and get paid. No, facts. Same.
Make me a burger. make my own food.
For sure. All right, the last but not least, this will be fun. Everybody gets to participate in this one. So this is not an article or anything. It's a never have I ever. So
never have I ever.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this with an emote. Just to make it easy.
Never have I ever stroke my meat.
Oh my God, that's a lie! No fucking shot. Oh my God. All right. Let me open up a different thing. Okay, so okay. Never have I ever, and I'm gonna use.
Wait, so what are we supposed to do if we have done it then?
Okay, so let's do this. Do a 1 if you have and a 0 if you haven't. You could put it in chat, just so I can see it. You put it in Discord, I won't see it. Rains. All right, ready? We're gonna do 10 things. Okay. So first one. Never have I ever been to a concert. That's me. I've never been to a concert.
You said 1 is what? And
0 is no. 1 is yes, and then at the end we'll count out. Yeah.
I wanted to. I just never had the money to.
Me too. Same. I've always wanted to, but I never had the money. Damn.
Wait, what was it again? Sorry, the question. I was trying to get this so I could pin it.
Oh, thank you. You're the best. I said never have I ever been to a concert.
I wanted to go.
Y'all never been to concerts?
No, my mom never let me go.
Like 3 Day Grace.
3 Days Grace. Yeah, they came to Florida and I didn't get to see them.
I've seen 3 Days Grace live.
Bruh, I envy everyone that has.
I've seen. I used to be a concert whore, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a 5 for myself as well.
Damn. Alright. Never have I ever... let's make this one a naughty one. Hold on. Okay. Never have I ever had a foursome. I've had a threesome, not a foursome.
Yeah.
Damn.
Justin!
No.
Damn.
That's the highest I've gone as far as like multiple people.
Okay, I'm not trying to be weird. I'm not trying to be weird, but like, it wasn't awkward?
No.
Oh my god, I'm jealous. Mine was so awkward, but I think
It
it's because I was
actually
with my
went
best
pretty well.
friend. I think that's why.
I never had sex with anyone. I'm still a virgin.
Yeah, it was
so-
a friend group.
Good
and
for
we
you,
all
Abel. Keep it that
were
way.
comfortable with each
People
other.
suck. Jamie, shut up. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. I've done a lot of shit. I'm trying to be nice because I've done a lot of things.
Never have I ever been outside of my born country.
Shoot the guns.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Never have I ever been outside my born country. I've never been out the country.
So like for me, I was born in the U.S. I've never been out of the U.S.
Yeah.
That's an example.
Puerto Rico don't count for me. Because I mean, hello.
I think I would consider that still the U.S.
It's still the
You know.
U.S., yeah. It's territory. If you leave, you wouldn't want to come back. True, right? That's facts. Okay. Never have I ever. What's that thing? What is it that they put in the drink to spike the drink? Like I've never drank a spiked drink or spiked a drink before. Like I've never done that. I've never.
I
even,
was
like...
told someone did on mine once, and I don't remember going home that night.
Oh my
So I'm gonna say I have.
god!
But I
Spiked.
was with friends, so I think I was safe.
Yeah. Or been
I don't
spiked.
smoke or
We
drink.
left almost immediately.
Oh, Abel's a good boy.
Oh my god.
Abel said I'm a good boy. Sir.
You said
Sir.
That, you said it like I'm a dog.
No,
No,
I
puppy,
meant like
puppy.
a good boy,
No.
like a good. Like
Yeah,
you
I
don't do
know,
no
I
wrong.
know.
I'll call you my bitch if I'm
I
if I'm in a dog, I'll call you my bitch. You know what I'm saying? hey, you walked into that car. Nah. Oh my god. Okay, you go for one, Justin. I can't.
Mine was the country one.
Oh, Raze, you come up with one.
I mean, I can come up with more if you need.
Raze is a bad boy, so I want to see what he says.
Raise.
Trying to be.
He's like, I'm
Raise is like, what have I not done?
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, well, I don't know. Oh my god.
I mean, that's a tough one for me too.
Oh, I'm a little hoe and a hood rat. I can't think of anything.
Someone say
else.
butt stuff? Oh my god. Fine. Never have ever done butt stuff. Yep. No butt
Well,
stuff for
damn.
me.
That's not fair.
Well,
not fair
Jamie
at
started
all.
it. Jamie started it.
Really with that? Yeah.
So we're making it personal now,
I am
huh?
fucking
Alright.
dying because he said
Right.
really with that. Oh, I thought, you know what?
Yeah.
I can't even say nothing. Like, he is still a virgin because, you know. Oh my god, this is so funny.
Alright, I got one. Never have we ever fucking sold or made millions in fucking, what the hell was it? Fugly fish money to support a.
Oh, fuck you!
Yeah, million.
That was me! Fugly fish money. You bitch. No, because Stardew,
That
I
sounds
sold
directed.
Jamie doesn't get the joke. Okay, so it's Stardew. Fucking Skylar
Yeah,
calls
I'm also lost.
the ugly fish. What's it called? What is that fish
The
called?
blob.
The blob fish. I sold like, what was it, like 999, but like 2 sets of 999 of them, and we made like millions of dollars in like 3 days of playing. And he's like, we fugly fish money rich. You bitch. Never have I ever had a million of fugly fish money. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh. Never have I ever one-tricked in Paladins.
I hate you.
One
Bitch!
chicken salad?
Fuck you!
Yeah, I have.
Oh,
I have
now it's
one
two.
chick. One chick.
asking a fucking room full of gay people, hey, you ever done butt stuff before?
I'm
really?
a flex.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Wait, what are we at? One,
no one,
2,
I'm
3,
sure
4,
no one
5,
ever
6, 7.
has one tricked in Paladins.
No, are you kidding me?
Everybody's
one tricked in Paladins.
Everyone like no, there's no
I never one tricked. I always played everyone.
There's like.
Yeah, I've always been a flex.
I mean, I'm a flex too, but like once you played everyone, then it's like.
Well, there's a difference between having a comfort pack and then like one tricking exclusive.
Girl, you're a 999 Saris. Come on now.
No, that's what I mean.
No, that's what he's saying. Yeah.
But still,
comfort pig.
Flex, like you can play any role, but you can steal a one trick in that role.
Yeah, but we're talking about like a character more so than role. Never have I ever clogged someone else's toilet. Oh my god.
I don't think I ever have.
I don't think I've clogged someone else's toilet. I've clogged my toilet, but I don't think I've clogged someone else's.
Times. I punished that thing. Oh my god.
Never. Let me read that again. Never have I ever clogged someone. Okay, yeah. No, I haven't.
Hold up. Let me tell you a story.
Oh god, here we go.
I have. Let me tell you a story. Right?
Ah, Christ's sakes.
So, my grandfather, he does
shit, I was ready.
Work.
No.
He does freelance work. So he decides to take me with him, right? On like a freelance work, like a client wanted to redo their bathroom, right? He wanted me help him with that.
Yeah.
So the client had 2 bathrooms in their house, right? So while we were like working on it, we're working on the other bathroom, and in the middle of it, I had to use the bathroom, like go use the bathroom. I had to do number 2.
No.
Right? So I used it on the other bathroom, right?
Oh,
right?
No. Yeah.
I plugged their toilet up.
No.
But I didn't think that was gonna happen because it wasn't even that big, right? So I was in there looking for the plunger,
with poo ass. Oh my god.
They had a plunger, but the plunger's not even in the bathroom.
Why is it not in the bathroom? What do you mean?
It's not even in the bathroom, not even in the bathroom closet.
Nah, who doesn't have the plunger in the bathroom? That's sus. They doing something with that thing. It's in the bedroom.
Like they want it to happen. They want to catch you, right? So I had to
right.
let my granddad know, like the client, like, hey, put the toilet plug out, and this client was a female, right? And how do you put it? She blew up.
She got mad.
Yeah, she blew up. And my grandfather turns out that she's really her house. She's really like a clean type of person, you know? Clean.
Yeah.
No, don't.
She's a germaphobe.
Yeah.
Germaphobe, yeah.
So my grandfather worked for this client before, so he know how she is, and so my grandfather, her and my grandfather, back and forth.
Mm.
I just left and just went, like, set in the car.
Yeah, because you're like embarrassed. Like they're sat there arguing and you're like, I don't want any part of that shit. Damn.
Yeah.
That's wild. So you went to help him out with like the job and you just couldn't help it. You had to go. And she freaked out.
Yeah, I couldn't help with the rest of it. So
that's terrible.
Excuse me.
That's honestly crazy. I honestly don't think that I have. Like, I had to think for a minute. I'm like, I don't think I have. Like, that's wild.
Cause the whole reason why I went in the first place is, get some of that money.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's wild. Wait, so we're at 2, 4,
Well,
6,
shit.
8. We need 2 more. We need 2 more. We're at 8.
Never have I ever had to break into my own house.
Me.
Like you got locked out of your own house.
Me as fuck.
I mean, does that count if it's not your house and it is like someone that you live with?
Oh shit.
Raise is like daily occurrence.
Oh my god, Raise.
And instead of like breaking in, does that also count that if the window is already open and you can just open the window?
I would consider having to go through the window that's valid.
You know what? Fuck you, Jamie. He came up with the last one, and it was so directed at me. He's like, never have I ever laughed so hard I peed my pants as an adult. Fuck you. I had a child,
are we talking like full on pee or just a little?
That's not fair because I pee myself laughing all the time.
I think
but you had a child before. That's not fair.
It's so not fair.
I think throughout the lifetime 3 or 4 times.
You. I can't help it. Like, I literally piss myself anytime I laugh so hard. Like, especially if I'm drinking.
If I'm time my girlfriend in my house, I got locked out.
And
oh my gosh.
Yes.
Sometimes two
so I think I was
times,
like in elementary school. Yeah.
And two of those times that it just be like locked out of my room.
Oh. Wait, so Race, you what happened with you getting locked out?
No, I was in 5th grade with it. I was a wee little. Me and my brother got our keys inside the house after we had left it. We got back and we're like, shit, we're locked out. What do we do? None of the windows open. All of them were locked.
Oh,
the back door was locked. The screen doors were locked. We're like, shit, what do we do? His dumb hood ass fucking decided to climb on the roof.
Oh my god.
So we were walking around and, we found one of the rooms in the house had a ceiling fucking with mirrors.
Alliie.
And so we jumped in through the ceiling, pretty much.
Oh my goodness. It's like some spy movie action.
What happened, Abel?
You should download and try out Naraka.
One of us dropped down while the other,
Oh yeah, I need
window
to.
back and brought back down and
Wait, to count your points. I'm at 3.
Make sure, but though,
oh goodness.
Highly recommend you download on the SSD. So.
I think I'm at like 8.
Oh my god. You're at 2? Blobby said he's at 2.
Hold on, I gotta actually go back and look because I'm pretty sure I did most of these.
I'm mad because the butt stuff and peeing myself was totally targeted.
Oh my god.
I have 1, 2.
The butt stuff was targeted.
3, 4.
It doesn't count because I was trying to get out of the tub and he caught me by surprise. So it counts for him and not for me. That's what makes it awkward.
Okay, I only got 6.
I only got 6. You and Jamie are like right up there with each other. I have 3. They says 4. Damn, Tachi's more innocent than me. That's crazy.
What?
I know.
Tachi, hold up. Do you? Let's review these questions here. How you only got a 2?
Just to say, let's review these questions 1 second.
Did you miss a couple questions there?
Damn, Justin, you won. What the fuck? You bad as fuck.
I'm a naughty bug.
You a naughty bug. You put yourself in the corner.
Wait.
You gotta count your points. You gotta count all your points from all the questions. So every time you put 1.
I gotta go. Oh, wait.
Yeah. This was fun. We definitely need to do this more.
This was fun.
I like that we're keeping it light and sweet too.
Actually, now that I look at the questions, I can believe Tati only had a good 4.
Went to jail would have been a good again.
Oh damn, that would just add to my points. Don't do that.
You only have 4.
Add to my points too, Justin.
Yeah.
Okay, twinning.
Well, okay. Does it count? Does it count if you were arrested but not booked? Because I was arrested, just not booked.
I was both.
Oh shit. Girl, they let me go.
Any of the two.
They let me go because it was Panama City Beach spring break and I had a blunt in my mouth. That's all it was. It wasn't even like I did anything bad.
Let's see, 1, 2.
Granted, I was only booked for like 3 days, but still.
4.
So other than never have I ever, I'm gonna put hold on. Never have I ever winner. Justin! He's an 18 Biggest sneaky.
Dun, dun, dun.
That shit made me laugh so hard because I expected all of us to be 0 when it came to the foursome. I just learned something today.
Never had one.
I've had a threesome, not a foursome, but I was surprised that. But it's like it's not awkward when it's that many people. Like, I don't know.
I mean, granted, we were all really comfortable with each other already.
Oh,
at least
see,
in my
okay.
experience.
That's
Like,
different.
we were all a part of the same friend group, and we all just we passed around a bottle of vodka, and then
we passed around ourselves.
Yeah.
Literally though.
One thing led to another.
Like that's the easiest way to explain it. Ta-da!
Vodka was passed around, and then we passed ourselves around.
Yeah, well, look how cute this little fucking mouse is. He's so cute.
Justin, I get it.
He's even.
I was in the same situation, but it was.
We were just chilling and bored.
This is so cute.
We had no internet at the time.
Yeah, I know.
What else are we gonna do?
If I download it, I probably ain't gonna play it today, fam. Just so you know. I'll probably download it.
It was kind of funnier because it was.
It's so cute. He's falling asleep in the hand. Look at the little rat. So cute. Little Fifi.
Oh my gosh. My roommate used to have a couple of them, and they would give
Look at the
little
dog.
kisses and everything. Like, they would actually walk up to you, like, give little kisses, which is so sweet.
I didn't
It's
realize they
kinda
could
weird
be
at
so
first. You're
cute.
like, what's happening?
Yeah,
And then you see it, and you're like, oh my god, they're actually like, what?
that is adorable. I just
actually
want to
really
see
nice.
rat content now.
You can train them, too. They can
Tell
learn
them.
tricks.
Like,
and
why
stuff.
are they so cute?
You can train them. Have you seen the studies where they've taught them how to what is it, like, ride remote control vehicles and stuff?
Yeah, my son likes to
the
watch
little
this
cars
one.
for kids.
Yeah.
Their version of it.
I love that.
Hear a funny story. When we first moved into the shop, mice.
He's so
rats,
cute.
and we ended up capturing them, and it turned out. So we caught the babies and the mama.
Aw,
And my grandma took them. My grandma raised them.
your grandma took. Why?
Yeah, why took them in?
Aw, they're like literally so cute.
They're
Oh,
underrated pets for sure.
look at the puppy
Like-
cuddling with the rat. I'm gonna die. It's so cute. Oh my god. They're just chilling. He's like, this is my friend.
Pup.
Right?
Oh, bye.
Aw.
He's just sleeping on him. He's like, this is my pillow. Fucking friend.
Actually.
It looks like Gary when he was a baby.
Yes, Jamie. They do.
They laugh.
Yeah, it's like a little.
Like they do like a little.
I don't know,
snicker. Like they do like a little.
Yeah, it's like a.
What about
I can't make the noise very well. Yeah,
What about huskies?
just look it up.
Huskies are cute too. Rats can be great pets. Why can I like not hear this?
There it is. That's them giving kisses. Whenever he did it on the dude's
You
nose.
don't like raccoons,
That
but
was-
like,
I
you
was
won't
like
get a pet.
watching like YouTube.
Oh, they do give kisses.
And they're pretty funny.
First of all, rats need
They're
companionship.
silly.
They are so
Kaden used to want a pet rat. I just said no because I can't get over the tail situation. Like the tail freaks me out so much.
Tail
Yeah.
does feel kind of weird.
It just
I'll admit that.
I keep literally thinking of New York rats, them big motherfuckers. Like
But they're actually super sweet. They're really smart too.
I've heard they're very smart.
Small cage is not going to
They
cut
just-
it.
they
Your
just
rat
remind me
will
of
likely become
the
bored
eggs,
and
which-
depressed.
Bored and
Rats
depressed, the way he
are
was sitting.
relatively easy to
No.
care for. They need a diet of fresh fruits, vegetables, and high quality
Oh, they like peas and water. It's so cute. playing with it.
They eat pretty much anything.
Yeah. The way he just said rats can be great, but the way he said that.
Especially if you get them young, like you can raise them.
Why the fuck is okay? That's not cool. I don't want to see that. I don't like when people do that when they show you like animals fighting or stuff like that. I mean, obviously he's probably feeding his snake, but it's just like, bro.
Yeah, he's feeding his snake.
I don't want to see that. I'm looking for rats laughing. Why did that pop up?
Reptile life.
What is going on with my mouse? I'm trying to scroll and it's not there.
Where are the rats? Where are the
Oh,
rats? Show me the
eavesdrop.
rats.
It says eavesdrop on ultrasonic rat giggles.
A tickle can send a rat into
Ultrasonic rat giggles.
Apparently they
wild.
giggle. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
they
cute.
can get ticklish. They can get little tickles.
It's so cute. They're like, it's like a very high pitched noise.
Yeah, that's what I can't really make it
It's
very
like,
well, but
yeah, I heard it.
love to be tickled, especially on their backs and bellies.
Aw, it's like a tweet.
it's almost like a little snicker.
Yeah, here it's like a tweet. It's so cute. Apparently, the back is where they're most ticklish. And belly.
Yeah, like back and like the belly. Like kind of like where a dog is usually ticklish because they have like the same.
That
kind of
is so
anatomy.
cute. Why are we looking at rats, y'all? What the fuck happened here?
Because we're hot.
What do you think
Because
about
we're hot. Fucking love spiders.
Huskies.
They have
Huskies
freaking
are adorable.
Huskies are amazing.
Husky puppies.
I love huskies.
I think that's
Fun
what
fact: I
we're
used
doing.
to have a half husky, half wolf. I think I've told y'all before though.
Oh, he's howling. Oh, woo!
A wooga.
Oh. I love that shit. Oh my god.
Huskies are so vocal. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, that's. a thing.
Oh, it's his plushies. He's like, they're mine. Do they really do that? Do they like make a lot of noise? Like they like to talk to
Oh
you
my
type
gosh,
shit?
yes.
I see
Yes, I've
clips
had
of huskies
so
talking
many
all the
full-on
time.
conversations.
Yeah, they're like, roar, roar,
Yeah.
roar, like talk to you, and it's like, what the fuck?
Oh, 100%. They'll walk around the house just following you, just like they have conversations. It is,
Huskies talking.
it's actually hilarious.
like humans. Bruh, my husky speak.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh my god. It sounded like he said, I love it.
Love it?
I think if a dog could imitate human speech, it would have to be the husky. Like if any animal or any dog would be able to do
Oh,
it.
she was Ken as well.
Skya, were you pressing that naughty button?
Oh, she bought her a button that said idiot, and she was spamming it. Oh, rude. What a sassy dog.
Yeah.
She just spammed idiot. She's like, Skya, that's not my name. And she just barks at her.
Oh, my half husky, half wolf was. It looked a lot like the one that's
Like
on
this
the right.
one, the right? Yeah.
But like way bigger. Oh my gosh.
They're literally like talking to her like, you started it. No, you, bitch. No, you. I'm the bad bitch. No,
Like I'm
I'm
telling
the
you,
bad
whenever
bitch.
she was on her hind legs, she could probably get up to like 6.
It looks so big.
She was massive.
I would lose my shit if this is all
Oh,
I
and they
heard.
would do this all the time in
If
the
I
backyard.
heard
Yeah.
this all day, I would lose my shit.
So we had a Malamute husky
Ain't
and
no
the
way.
half wolf husky.
Oh my god. Skylar just sent me this. The Pomsky never stops roasting daddy. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dog. I love this dog. This is the dog I was just about to talk.
Like waits till he knows. Like, hey, you watching?
Oh my god. The way that he paused and looked at his daddy like, bitch.
He did a whole like turnaround.
I gotta
look,
watch that
press.
again. That was funny. It was the slow. Like this bitch debated him like, oh yeah, I'm coming to you. Yeah, sure. The slow walk
No,
is
follow
sending
me.
me.
Follow
Is
me.
sending me. He's like, you watching?
Right, he's like about to press. He's like, wait, let me turn around. Make sure he knows.
Oh my god, I have to sub now. That's too funny.
Yeah.
Oh, they got the baby.
The Pom Husky, yep.
Oh, the baby's cracking up. He's so cute. Yeet. That's so cute. I love that. So the buttons things, I've been told like that's a huge thing for animals. They really like that.
Mhm. It's an easy way for them to learn.
Mhm. I feel like Leia would have been very easy to teach.
Bad bitch. Not tripping him.
Oh my god, I can't. Please, we're gonna just watch shorts like all day. I can't.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
I gotta go potty and then check on Caden, and then I think I'm ready for some papungadins for a little bit, and then I'll probably get off because I have to take Caden to see Leia. And
Leia.
I was supposed to get something today, but it didn't come in, so I don't know. I was supposed to take Caden to get frozen yogurt because it didn't go yesterday because Mom took the car. And then that thing happened this morning, so I don't know. But give me like 15 minutes or so to freshen up, and then we'll switch to some games. Yes.
Okay, bye.